Hello guys, this is James and today we're gonna design a Modal-dialog webpage. It actually is really common thing these days in any website. If we really click on a buttons and suddenly something in this webpage just get blurred and then something like a box popped out and then we have to fill in the form and then click on submit, close it, then we go back to our original webpage. Here I have write something already in the header, and then this one I already commented is the thing we do with the pop-out models, and then there's some tiny JavaScript, and then we should really, our job today is really to design the layout of it, so make it looks like this. The first thing we have to see that there's a header. Header refers to this part. There's a banner, and in the banner there's a button. And then if we click the button, then this will pop out, and then it will just like to go to the background, the main page. So how to do it? First, we just have the initialization of our page. As always, we should set the root bottom box, and then all the box sizing should be inherit because box sizing doesn't really naturally inherit. And then we can see the body. The body means that under the body, everything should have a margin top 1.5 EM. This one have an exception of the first elements of each tier. And aside from that, anyone will have this margin top, and then later we may override some of the values here. And that's the initialization. I'll just delete everything here, and I will write from scratch. The first, we should take care of the body, because the body itself really have by default 8 pixels or 0.5 EM of the margin top, and with this one we cannot eliminate it, but according to it there's nothing on top, so we have to really make the margin top 0. Right, and also we can set the font family. Our logic is even if we can scroll to anywhere, we can still click the button. It really can scroll until 200 VH, the height. All right, and then we have to really design the button and then design the text. The first thing we have to do is the button maybe. Our original one is a little bit small, so we should give it a, and check the button. The button should be here, button open. So button, and then we should really set a little bit bigger, and whether we can really give the font, or we can really set the padding. Okay, it looks better. And the other thing we have to set is, it seems it has a border and it looks like blue, so we give it it's like a blue, which one maybe it's like, and should be solid. Yeah, something like this almost, I guess. And also we have to set, because there are some things, right, a padding or margins here we'll have to set, and also it seems it doesn't, if there's some margins here, that's the two things we have to set next. So we got the top banner and top banner inner. Top banner, and actually we can set or not the padding. Padding, we haven't set the background color, so to make it more obvious, all right, so we have a padding, so right, this kind of things in the right and left paddings here. should be how to set it is really located in the middle. Maybe we can just set padding, or we can just use margin. It will really be located in the middle. But why we don't have that? Haven't seen any effects, because we still have to see the paddings, set the paddings here. So it has some effects. Otherwise, actually, give it 80. So occupy the width of 80%. So yes, in the middle already. I think it looks pretty better. That's the whole thing we have set for the page. Next comes the Modal-dialog page. Literally have write all the codes in the HTML, but we have to uncomment it. The second thing, we have write a tiny JavaScript here, just to see that when the button is clicked, the display will be none or will be black, something like that. So to really exhibit this Modal-dialog page, open button, then it will open this page, and if it's closed, then it will close this page. By default, we set the display. We haven't set display yet. Actually, by default, we should really set the display like none. And then we click it, the display will be black. But we lack something is from here. Let's see what happened in the web page. Click, right? If we click, then it appears. If it doesn't click, then if we click close, that's the CSS, it will disappear. And then I have to eliminate something redundant here. So it looks better. And the second thing we have to do is to really make this one have a design. We really have to blur the main page. And how we do that? First thing we have to set in the, let me check, the backdrop. We should give it, this is very critical, position. The backdrop actually is to have this effect, to blur, to make everything a little bit dark and a little bit, yeah, it's a little bit transparent, but not exactly. So what we're gonna do here is just have this glass, and here we just make it fixed, so it can always occupy the whole screen, no matter where we really scroll it. If we scroll it bottom, all right, it can also have the same effect. If it scrolls to the top, still have the effect. And then we just make it more clear by background color. Should be green. So 0, 0, 0, give it 0.5 transparency. Let's see what happens. Well, there's an error because we have to add RG. All right. See, when you click, everything will be like this. All right. And even if we scroll down, again, but when we scroll down, it doesn't have the button. So maybe what we're gonna do here is to set the top bar here. Yeah, actually I changed the browser in the Safari browser. I don't know if I put something like this, the sticky doesn't work well, but in the Chrome it works well. So we just go here to see if we scroll it, it really goes back. Even it's not so obvious, maybe we just put something. Yeah, we just click on this one. All right, right. So even we scroll, right, then still this black dark veil, how to call it, still exists. So that's when the effects we want. So we have to set the fix to the screen, and then we set other top, right, bottom, left to make it to occupy the whole screen, and then we just set that the background colors, everything 0 until the last one, the transparency, we will just set it to 0.5, something like that. All right, let's go to the next. Then we have to design the patterns of those kind of stuff. How to design it? And wait, it should be or in the middle, and always it should be have the fixed position. Because also if we scroll, we want it also always to be should. So first thing we just set the position. Right, then we have to set the top, bottom, right, bottom, right, top. Since it should really be located in the middle, let's give it an offset. Background color, we'll give it white. Yeah, all right, it's something like this already. That's almost the same like here, because we have to also to close it, then it looks like more this one, and each one it has the 20% in the middle. If we want to adjust it, maybe we can make it a little bit bigger, make it occupy, but we can really calculate based on our calculation. We just design it. We gave it some paddings because it doesn't look so good without any padding. It looks better. There are some paddings added, and we give it an overflow. Right? Maybe the content inside were really overflowed, so it will be appropriate if we add more content inside. Also, now we just change top and the bottom a little bit because it doesn't have to be 20. We just give it a smaller bottom. This is just maybe 3 is enough to display it. And here we just change a little bit the tiny modification. Okay, that's our work. We really create something. First, we design the page, and then the most important thing is that we have 2 layers. The first one is a fixed position. This one to blur the main page, and then we in the middle we put something more to the white ones. And the thing is that even we scroll it, it will be static. It will be fixed. It will not move. All right. So that's for today. I'll see you next. Thank you.